And here we have the king of all monsters out of his packaging. I cannot get over the level of detail on this figure. This is insane. Now I know why it costs $70. I am astonished by the level of detail. Everything is molded incredibly well, and he just looks badass. As Godzilla should. Godzilla only comes with 3 accessories that all combine into one. The first is a atomic breath, the second is a clear stand, and the third is this ground atomic breath. So let's go ahead and put them together real quick. Plug one, and find the plug for the other, and there we go. The accessory looks like this with the atomic breath. Now, it's not a bad accessory whatsoever, and I really do kind of dig it, but I would have liked some extra accessories. Now, there is another extra kit you can buy that comes with maser tanks and planes and other military equipment that goes well with this set. But, hey, this is being the first SH Monster or Monster Art. It's pretty cool. The figure itself is jointed and has a lot of articulation, though that's not really true. Yes, it's jointed, and it's got lots of joints, but the articulation is actually pretty limited. But it's definitely the most articulated Godzilla figure I have ever seen. To start off, we've got articulation here in the mouth. Then we've got another joint here at the base of the head, and then another set of joints at the base of the neck. The arms are... I'm assuming they're ball joints, and then you've got an elbow and a arm or a hand. Now the hand pops off really easily. The other issue I have is my figure came with the exact same hands. It's hard to see on camera, but these two hands are exactly the same. There's no difference in either of them other than maybe the way the hands are splayed a little bit, but other than that, they're exactly the same. They're not supposed to be. Articulation here at the torso, then the legs are somewhat articulated. Knees have articulation, and the feet are double jointed, and then the feet have articulation. And then there's the tail. All of these joints are articulated up to right here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points. 17 points of articulation. And that can get you about that much of movement. And the reason the articulation is good yet bad is because, yes, you have all these joints of articulation, but there's so much stuff in the joints themselves, it prevents you from actually having a good range of movement. For example, up here on the arm, you've got this wonderfully detailed arm that can move up and down, but at this point it just stops because the plastic molding is rubbing up against the plastic socket. So you've got a limited range. You can go about that far down and about that far up. So Godzilla can't even touch his head. And I just popped the hand off. So that's a problem. Yeah, the figure looks great. Don't get me wrong. I think the figure looks fantastic. But even though the figure looks great, the amount of articulation that an SH Figure Arts figure should have just isn't here, even though it looks like there should be. In conclusion, SH MonsterArts Godzilla is a decent first attempt. That's not accurate. It's a good first attempt. The figure looks amazing. You're not going to find anything outside of the vinyl Godzilla figures that looks this good and is this accurate. But I really think Bandai needs to work on the articulation aspect. There's a lot of potential in this line. There's a Mechagodzilla, Space Godzilla, Rodan. I even think there's a Gamera coming at the time of this recording. Now, like I said earlier, I picked this up off of Amazon.com for around $70, and that's about the going price for it right now. Is it cool? Yes. Is it perfect? No. If you're a Godzilla fan, this is something you really need in your collection. if you're just the casual observer, I would say save a boatload of money and just get yourself one of the vinyl Godzillas, because they're going to be bigger and they're going to be a heck of a lot cheaper.